Hello everybody, it is Emery48 here, and today's video is on Star Wars Darth Plagueis Part 3, Mastery. This part takes place 34 to 32 BBY, which is 2 years after the Cyrock's Redemption, the last short story in the previous video. Chapter 22, Ordinary Beings. Palpatine attended a Senate meeting where Chancellor Valorum talked about what their response should be to militant groups forming in the Outer Rim. Another Senate session, led by Valorum, ended in chaos. Palpatine hosted a party in his expensive apartment with senators and Chancellor Valorum in attendance. Valorum and Palpatine had a long chat about the crises falling on the Republic. The discussion involved possible political allies and the influence of the Jedi, and specifically Dooku, a vocally skeptical Jedi. Chapter 23, Under the Midnight Sun. Sidious showed Plagueis recordings of Maul's training. Plagueis was impressed. Plagueis has been living in solitude on Sojourn for the better part of a decade, leaving Sidious to learn on his own. Sidious is going to reveal himself to Nute Gunray of the Trade Federation, and offer a gift in return for a partnership of sorts. They are also observing King Veruna of Naboo, to see if they might need a new monarch on the planet. Chapter 24, Sithari. Sate and Palpatine met with Veruna and Magenta. Palpatine is convincing Veruna to stay on the Trade Federation's good side. Veruna reminds Palpatine that he knows about the bodies. Palpatine, unsurprisingly, is behind the corruption on Naboo. Veruna is allowing it to happen because it is keeping him in power. There are rumors that the Republic Senate will allow the Trade Federation to arm their ships soon. Plagueis had developed a way to keep beings alive, even healing some of his own scars. Plagueis was stopping his aging process. His next goal is to create life simply with the Force. Sidious called Gunray, offering to get him promoted to the head of the Trade Federation, as long as Gunray works with Sidious in the future. Gunray agreed that if he was promoted, he would work with the Sith. Sidious wants Maul to learn more about Dorvala, a mining planet crucial for the construction of transparasteel. Chapter 25, The Discreet Charm of Meritocracy. Jabba the Hutt has come to Sojourn looking for help from Damask to get Gardala the Hutt off Tatooine, so Jabba can have full control over the planet. Jabba offered information in exchange for Damask's help. A former Jedi and former Dooku Padawan, Kamari Vosa, is rumored to be responsible for weakening cartels that Damask funds. Dooku has revealed to Sidious that he is going to leave the Order as he does not agree with the Order. He revealed how obsessed the Order has become of prophecies, even though stories of no more than 10 years earlier, the Order was dismissing prophecy altogether. Sidious is curious as to how far Dooku will stray from the Jedi. Sidious is planning on informing Plagueis about his conversation with Dooku. Palpatine met with Rui Naberi, also from Naboo. Rui is the president of a non-profit organization called the Refugee Relief Movement, helping those on Coruscant who are living in the lower tiers. Rui's daughter, Padme, 13 years old. Palpatine has convinced Rui to let him talk to Padme about challenging Veruna for the throne of Naboo. He assured Valorum's support in the election as well. Chapter 26, Their Baser Nature. Maul has finished his mission on Dorvala, killing some miners. Maul's work on Dorvala helped Gunray gain promotion in the Trade Federation. Now this particular story I will go more in depth in because there's a short story about Maul's time on Dorvala in my next video. Maul is waiting on Coruscant for his next mission while Sidious travels to Eridu. Maul thinks his next mission involves Naboo. Palpatine took time away from Eridu to meet with Veruna, Magenta, Gardala the Hutt, and members of Bando Gora, a terrorist group. Veruna has told Palpatine that once he wins the election over Padme, he will revoke Palpatine's title of senator and end their dealings with the Trade Federation and Higo Damask. Plagueis was ready for Veruna's attack force to arrive at Sojourn. Plagueis was out of the fort before the attack happened. Plagueis left with Jabba the Hutt and is headed for Coruscant. Plagueis wants to call Veruna on his way. Chapter 26, Calibrations. Veruna abdicated the throne after the failed attack on Plagueis. Padme is now queen. Dooku's former Padawan, Kamari Vosa, is rumored to be the leader of the Bando Gora. Although they had sided with Veruna recently, the Bando Gora are also anti-Jedi, so Plagueis and Palpatine are not focusing on them in the near future. Maul is going to be sent to take care of Alexei Garen and the Vigos. Sidious has informed Gunray that the Trade Federation will construct a blockade in the near future. Sidious will tell Gunray where to place the blockade soon. Plagueis snuck into the castle Veruna was self-exiling at. Plagueis woke Veruna and killed him. Chapter 28, Chain of Command. Palpatine was pleased at the overall result of Maul's mission, but disappointed that he lost focus and got injured. Palpatine has sent Maul to his former home to train and meditate until he is needed again. Which was pretty soon. Palpatine already recalled him in pretty much the next paragraph. One of Gunray's aides, Monchar, has gone missing. Plagueis and Palpatine suspect he will reveal their plans for a blockade over Naboo. Maul killed the escaped aide. Damask, Palpatine, and Hill are at a meeting with the nominees for Chancellor. Damask has asked Sifo Dyas to order the clone army, and it will be funded by Damask and the banking clan. Palpatine got the holocron from Gunray's aide, not from Maul, but from an information broker Maul had been pursuing, Pavan, who Sidious held and Maul killed the next day. Palpatine is supposed to give the holocron to the Jedi. While Palpatine met with Valorum, Queen Amidala called the Chancellor's office asking for help as the Trade Federation has just begun their blockade of Naboo. Chapter 29, The Force Strikes Back. Valorum has contacted the Jedi Council in private, convincing them to send 2 Jedi, Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, to Naboo. After hearing this news, Sidious has told Gunray to begin the invasion of Naboo. Sidious has also sent Maul to Naboo to deal with the Jedi. Amidala escaped the blockade. Palpatine is going to convince her to start a vote of no confidence on Valorum. Sidious and Plagueis are certain Padme will go back to Naboo to be with her people, which is exactly what they want. The end of this book is taking place during the first movie, as Padme and the Jedi have already been to Tatooine and Coruscant. Dooku has told Palpatine many details we watch unfold during The Phantom Menace, including details on Anakin and Maul. Plagueis is trying to find Anakin but cannot get to him while he is in the Jedi Temple. Chapter 30, Taking the Future from the Now. Palpatine has just been nominated after the vote of no confidence. Plagueis thinks Maul needs to kill Qui-Gon to stop Anakin from being trained, thus changing the course of history. Sidious, the night before the election, attacked Plagueis once he fell asleep. It took some time for Plagueis to die by Sidious's force attacks. Long enough, though, for Sidious to reveal that all the ideas Plagueis thought were his own were really Sidious manipulating him. Epilogue. Dooku, after Qui-Gon's death, has left the Jedi Order. Dooku confessed to Palpatine that he wants to find the other Sith and learn the dark side. Palpatine restrained himself from revealing his true self to Dooku for the time being. Palpatine is happy to let Obi-Wan train Anakin in the Force while he manipulates Anakin's mind to join him in the coming years. That is all we have for Darth Plagueis. I really enjoyed this book all the way through. I thought the last couple chapters were pretty cool because they actually gave us some insight to things we don't see during The Phantom Menace but were going on as well. I had never realized that Plagueis was still alive during The Phantom Menace, or at least the beginning of The Phantom Menace. So that was pretty cool to see. And you kind of get a view of Sidious being very in control of a lot of things going on throughout the Star Wars universe. But this book did explain that a little bit further. All in all, I really enjoyed the book. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day.